Happy Valentine's Day, Twin Flames. Today's reading is for the Twin Flame Collective for Valentine's Day. It's a channeled message from Source. So, yeah, we are using the Lover's Oracle cards, which is so beautiful. I love them. They're so like heart-shaped and romantic, and they capture perfectly the spirit of this day, which is all about romance. And yeah, I don't know if you know the story of St. Valentine, but it's all about like love and not listening to ego, you know. So also using the Romance Angels Oracle cards, which I haven't used in a while, so I'm excited. So as I was saying about the story of St. Valentine, it's really beautiful. It's about this priest that was like officiating marriages, even though it wasn't allowed at the time, I think. Yeah, so it's been a long time since I read that story, so the details are a bit unclear in my mind for now, but you can definitely look that up because it's really beautiful. And like, he like didn't give a damn. He was like, okay, I'm all for love. Like, I don't care. Like, you're persecuting me and all that. Like, I'm going to do what's right and what God is guiding me to do, and that is to support love and to choose love, even if that means that I'll be like attacked for it, because I don't believe in attack. You know, that's not of love. And doing what's right and what's aligned with love is more important than the ego, even though the ego will put up a lot of resistance and will try to harm love, but it really cannot ultimately. So let's get into the reading. The first card is this beautiful like lady with the butterflies and a lot of blue color and lots of pink. It's really pretty. This is some third eye over here. It's like your intuition and being connected with that, seeing things clearly, seeing love clearly. And the card reads, deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. If you don't have this deck, I'd like to share, like the back is all roses, so it's pretty cute, very romantic. So deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. So, my dear Twin Flames, this card is like confirmation that you can trust your heart, you can trust like third eye, intuition, as we saw on the card. Like, you can trust yourself, what feels right to you as your next step on your Twin Flame journey. If you feel like reaching out to them, do that. You know, there's no shame in that, there's no fear in that, and loving your Twin Flame is always the right course of action. You know, as long as it's aligned with love, and that's right in your heart, you know, you align yourself with love, then there's no way you could like mess up or, you know, get off track on this journey. Because yeah, like truth feels right, love feels right. So whenever you're not sure what the next step is, like you can take a moment to feel into your heart and ask yourself, okay, does that feel right? Or does it feel like I still have to do some more healing here? What do I need to do to move forward? That's very important. So yeah, like doing what feels right, doing what feels good, because on this journey, it's like a big goal to feel good. It shouldn't feel bad. And it's okay if things come up that feel bad. Of course it does, but that's because you're healing those things. You're healing separation consciousness, which always feels bad. Guess why? It's not aligned with love, so of course it feels bad. But as you choose to love yourself in those places that have been believing in separation consciousness, then you will find out that you start to feel more and more good in your life. And you're bothered less and less by those things because you align yourself more with love. That's very important, to trust yourself and trust your journey, trust the process. And to also know that only you can love your Twin Flame like perfectly, because you were designed to do that. You were created for each other. So don't doubt yourself. Claim your confidence. Go for it. Next card. This beautiful like lady connecting with the tree, the nature, the heart. So for a lot of you, I'm picking up a love of nature, grounding also, being grounded. This is not the woo-woo journey, you know, it's not about being up there. It's about also being grounded, because you can't have harmonious union without being grounded, right? You can't receive more of, you know, let's say the earthly blessings, because there's lots of blessings about the 3D as well. It's not all 5D. It's also about like being in your body. You know, that's a blessing as well. Like having a healthy body, that's a beautiful blessing. Like food, that's another blessing, because there's all these foods that taste so good, you know, and that's a really beautiful experience. Like they smell really good, like they're just a beautiful experience. That's a blessing as well. And we often overlook those things So it's important to be grounded and to have no shame or not feel bad for being in the 3D also. Like, we're multidimensional beings, we're very divine, very, I don't want to say complex exactly, because love is simple, but let's say multifaceted. We have like a diamond. We have a lot of like dimensions, lots of sides to us. So the card says, give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. So, like, I'm seeing a theme here in the sense that first, like, do what feels right, that's your next step. And then give thanks, because give thanks for the divine guidance. Give thanks for the blessings you already have. Gratitude is so important. Because if you're in a constant state of worry, then you'll manifest more worry. But if you're in a state of gratitude, like, oh, I'm grateful I have a twin flame. I'm grateful to be on this journey. I'm grateful to be learning about myself and to be healing and growing. And I'm grateful that God created me with a twin flame so we can be in union together, so we can experience this together. Then guess what you'll experience? More union, deeper and deeper layers of that. So it's important to give thanks for what you already have before you manifest your next step, because I'm feeling huge shifts coming our way in the collective, right? So big breakthroughs. But before that, you need to take some action, take the next step, and give thanks for what you already have. If you don't appreciate what you have, you will lose it, And that's not like fear-based or to scare you or whatever, but yeah, it really is that way. You need to appreciate love in order to receive more love. Because you're putting your energy there, whatever you put your energy towards, then that's what you'll manifest more of. If you put your energy towards fear, then you'll manifest more fear. So be very conscious of that, of your thoughts. Where do they go? How do you think of your twin flame journey? And yeah, go from there. If anything needs healing, you can do that. Simple, so. And the other part is trust. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. Yeah, you can know that you can be in union. You deserve to be in union because you were created deserving. You were created worthy and valuable. Nobody can take this away from you. Nothing you've done or that you'll do or that you are, like, that's BS, The ego will try to convince you that you can't have your union until you're like better looking, or until you have more money, or until you have this and that, and doesn't work that way. Yes, you need to take some steps to have your union, obviously. But it's not that you're not deserving of it. It's that, like, how can you have a house before you have a foundation for it? It's not going to work. It's going to, like, crumble. First weather going wrong, and there's a lot of snow, boom, the snow just falls and the roof just caves in and just, it's horrible, So yeah, don't do this to yourself. Build your foundation, take your next steps, and do it from a place of worthiness. Like, you deserve love and you deserve to be loved as a divine being. And yeah, just move through life with that knowledge that you are worthy and deserving, and with that gratitude. It's a very powerful card. So, next card is children. Your love life is being affected by children. So, I get two main messages from this card. First, for those of you that have children, or your twin flame has children with someone else, like, that's okay. Like, you don't have to worry about it, in the sense that children are happy when their parents are happy. So you investing in your own happiness is going to increase their happiness. They want to see you happy because they love you. How could they not? And, you love them too, right? So you want to see them happy. So everybody being happy, that's very loving. You increase your happiness, you increase their happiness, and vice versa, So that's very important. They don't want to witness a relationship in which maybe you don't get along with the other parent and there's fighting and it gets toxic. Like, nobody wants that. They want a calmer environment. And if that looks like a certain way, then that's okay. It doesn't have to be the traditional perfect family. That's okay. If a relationship doesn't work, it doesn't work. And yeah, like, you can also trust that God takes perfect care of his children. And, like, those children are God's children. And that God has it figured out. So it's safe to trust that, yeah, there is, like, wherever there's love, then it's safe. even though it doesn't like look picture perfect as we would think. And yeah, the other thing here is that if you are a parent and you notice maybe your children are triggering you, that's part of your twin flame journey as well, because like our biological families, they trigger a lot of our stuff, and that's for healing. So healing family issues and maybe childhood wounds. Maybe you don't have children, but you notice that is being triggered, which I'll get to in a moment. This is the other message I get. So like it's important because your children are teaching you lessons and you're teaching them. So it's good to be humble, empty your cup, and receive love's lesson, even if it comes from a child, and you're like, oh, I have so many years of experience on this planet, but they don't. But they have wisdom too, and it's okay to learn from them. It's safe to learn from them as they learn from you. And as I said, the other interpretation, if you don't have children, is about the inner child, like taking the time to connect with the joy of an inner child. Like, I think it's mentioned in the Bible, like being like children. And what that means is connecting to that that joy, that innocence of a child. And yeah, not like think about how children are. They just play, express themselves, they're joyful, they don't worry, they know they're provided for, they're protected. So going through life with this like feelings of being innocent, being protected, all those things, that's very relieving because you can trust God to be your parent. You can trust God to be the one that takes care of you and provides for you. And yeah, of course, you can be a spiritual adult, which means, going to work and all that. But ultimately, it's God that provides for you, and God will guide you perfectly on this journey. So taking the time to connect with your inner child, maybe some inner child healing if you feel the need to, because sometimes we have a lot of wounds we carry from our biological family, the way our parents treated each other, or the way our parents treated us, or maybe other people, right? Maybe other children, we were hurt there. And it's okay to go into those places, it's safe. And to look at how you feel and to love those parts of yourself, give love there, give reassurance, and give them peace, return them to your heart. The mirror exercise is very powerful for that. It's a great healing tool because it shows you exactly like what the block is, what the upset is, and you can go there and you can heal it. So it doesn't just leave you in, like I have this upset with my parents because like I have this inner child wound because they abandoned me, You don't have to stay in that. You can go from there to, what, like it wasn't my fault. It was something they chose, to abandon because they felt abandoned as well, right? And it's not my fault. I'm innocent here. And yeah, what I can do is choose to never abandon myself and to choose to love myself there and choose to always be there for myself when I need it instead of abandoning myself and going outside myself, trying to look for approval or trying to look for love when I have this already within me, So that's one example. So yeah, very important. Heal the childhood wounds and connect with the inner child. And final card is attraction. I love this card. Look at this lady. She's like smelling the flowers. She's having like a blast. She's like, don't care. She's like, no worries, having fun, enjoying the present moment. That's beautiful. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So enjoy yourself. Like there's no other way to say it. Like your twin flame journey is not to be spent obsessing over what your twin flame is doing, whether they're returning your calls or what they're doing. It's about spending time with yourself, being present, enjoying yourself, loving yourself, feeling like a total queen or king, right? So, yeah, taking this time to love yourself. And guess what? As soon as you do that and you shift the focus on yourself completely and enjoying yourself, your twin flame is going to be like right there. Like, that's magnetic. They can't resist that because you're in your power. You're seeing yourself, your divinity. And when you say that about yourself, then that's what they see as well. They're like, whoa, let me get some of that. So, yeah, that's a very good note to end this reading on about if you desire to attract your twin flame into your life, it's all about enjoying yourself and being happy and, living life. It's not about like looking a certain way or dressing a certain way. All those things, yeah, you can do those for yourself if you enjoy doing them. But it's not that, you don't have to be like 20 years old and super fit, going to the gym and dressing like super fashionably to have a union. That's a lie, you know. That's bullshit. Right? You can be like in your 70s and, you know, still be fabulous, kick ass. And your twin flame will still be attracted to you because of that vibe, you know. They won't be, attracted just because of something you do in the physical, but because you exude this confidence, this energy, and you're really loving them by doing that. Because when you are always chasing them, then that's not really love. It's very much codependent, and they're gonna smell that like miles away, and they'll be like out. So if you have that issue, then try this. Try shifting the focus entirely on yourself, focusing on yourself. Do what you love in your life, and you'll notice that they respond very positively to that, and your relationship feels so much more balanced than it did before. So yeah, this was the Valentine's Day reading for the Twin Flame Collective. Thank you so much for watching my video. I'm so grateful to have delivered this message to you, and I hope to see you in my next video. Have fun, enjoy!